Welcome to Chuck Builds. Today I want to talk about something I don't usually talk about, and that's headphones. And I thought this might be worth sharing. I have a pair of Sony WH-1000XM5s, and I think they're pretty great. They sound great, the battery life's awesome, they're lightweight, the microphone's good for work calls, but I found the headband to not be that comfortable. So I've added this Beyerdynamic replacement headband for the DT770s, I believe. I'll put it up on the screen. It's the other pair of headphones I use at my computer. And when those needed a new headband because they wore through, I went ahead and ordered two, one to put on here because of these snaps. It's pretty easy to put on and it's only about 15 bucks, but it adds a pretty significant amount of cushion and still wraps up around the original headphone, but it adds a really good amount of cushion and plushness without taking away too much from the looks. It's black. It's leather. The snaps are dark, so it's not like it stands out too much. It doesn't fall off my head any differently, and it still fits in the carrying case that it came with. And so I think it's an awesome improvement for 15 bucks to these Sony headphones. I don't really see anybody adding headbands to their headphones, and I've seen a couple of cheap ones on Amazon, but I was very impressed with how well this worked and how it doesn't slide around at all. And just thought I'd pass it on. And I also noticed when researching these headphones, there's not a lot of audio using the microphone. So I'm gonna try and do that now. So now you can hear me using the microphones on the headphones. It should sound different than the clip before. The phone is about the same distance away from me, but I'm connected via Bluetooth and I'm recording with the Blackmagic app so I can choose my microphone input, and I'm using these headphones. When I first purchased the Sony WH-1000XM5s, which, by the way, horrible naming convention, I had a little bit of buyer's remorse. They sounded great, they had great battery life, and the microphone was more than enough to get me through a workday in the office, but I found the top band was really digging into my head, and I'm wearing this thing for 6 to 8 hours every day at work on calls in the office. Texas heat, Texas winters, pretty extreme, lots of humidity, super dry. I don't really notice my ears sweating as much, but my head was right through here. I was really noticing, especially around lunchtime, it was starting to get sore. And then by 5, 6 o'clock at night, it was really getting to me. So I have this headband from the DT770 Pros from Beyerdynamic. That's the headset I use at my computer. I've used for more than a decade, and the headband had kind of worn a little thin. So I bought a replacement. Realized they're only about 15 bucks, and I bought two. One to put on here, and with snaps, it goes on around the existing headband. It's black on black, so it blends right in, and it adds a ton of comfort. I can literally wear these all day now on long flights without any issues. I'm not going to say that this is the perfect headphone, and I'm not going to say that this is the perfect headphone for you. However, this has been a huge step up for me from any wireless AirPods. I think I had the AirPod Pros, the first generation. I've had little headsets that my workplace has given me that just pull my ear off when you're hanging it off of your ear. I really need something over the top of my head for a long time, and I really need the noise cancellation, especially with return to office and hundreds of people being on the same floor as me. The battery life is phenomenal. The microphone, hopefully, as you can tell, is pretty good. And this band that has gone around the top has taken this comfort from a 6 to a 10 for me. Hopefully this is educational or useful for you. I know I really do a lot of research when I'm looking for my next product, especially something like headphones or a good that I will be using a lot and for a long time. Not perfect, but really big improvement by adding this headband. The naming convention could use some work, and other than that, I don't have too many complaints. The gesture controls, I don't love. They're not intuitive for me. I don't really use them that often, but that is far from a deal breaker. If you're connected over Bluetooth, added laptop, working all day long, this headband is almost a must. And I don't think it looks that crazy, and I don't lose it off of my head if I were to really try and throw it around. Wow, that's going to look ridiculous. A little different than my usual videos, but I'm sitting here bored and thought, why not cover something that I've really enjoyed lately? Let me know what you think. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm happy to talk about it, and I'll catch you next time on Chuck Builds.